Hello, beautiful souls. If you've ever found yourself feeling like you're walking this path alone, no friends, no relationship, nothing that seems to connect you to others, there's a reason for it. It's not by chance, it's not because you're unworthy or unloved. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's because you are a chosen one, someone who has a special purpose in this life. The reason for your solitude isn't punishment, it's a calling. Now let's get into why being alone with no friends and no relationship may be the best thing that's happening to you. I want you to hear me out. This is not about feeling sorry for yourself or thinking you're different in a negative way. This is about understanding that your soul is being guided in a way that others may not yet understand. So let's explore the 7 reasons why chosen ones find themselves walking this path of aloneness. You are learning to stand in your own power. Being alone gives you the chance to truly know who you are without anyone's influence. It's an opportunity to stand in your own power. Often when we're around others, we tend to conform, to fit into roles and expectations that don't align with our true self. But in solitude, you're given the space to discover what really matters to you. You can learn to trust your inner voice, your intuition, and ultimately your own strength. And this is crucial for the journey ahead. As a chosen one, you must be strong in your beliefs and unwavering in your purpose. You are releasing old patterns. One of the reasons you might find yourself alone is that you're in the process of letting go of old patterns that no longer serve you. Relationships, friendships, and even societal expectations can hold us back from becoming our true selves. You are shedding those layers, and it's a process that requires time and space. You're not just walking away from old people or situations, you're walking toward a new you. As you release what no longer fits, you make room for something far greater to enter your life. You are learning to love yourself fully. Solitude teaches us how to love ourselves completely. It's easy to seek love and approval from others, especially when we feel alone. But being alone offers a rare opportunity to fall deeply in love with yourself, to nurture yourself, to appreciate who you are, and to create a life that aligns with your deepest desires. When you learn to love yourself first, you'll find that everything else falls into place. You won't need others to validate you. You become your own source of love and acceptance. You are preparing for a higher purpose. The chosen ones are often not meant to fit into the conventional mold. You might feel disconnected from the world because you're being prepared for something much greater. You're being called to step into a higher purpose, something that goes beyond ordinary relationships and social interactions. It's not about being isolated or excluded. It's about being set apart for something special. Your solitude is a time of inner transformation, a space for you to evolve and grow into the person you were always meant to be. You are building resilience. Being alone builds resilience. When you don't have others to rely on, you learn to rely on yourself. You develop strength, independence, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace. This resilience is essential for your growth, as the path you are walking may not always be easy. But it's through this solitude that you'll develop the inner fortitude necessary to face anything that comes your way. You're being fortified for the journey ahead, and this solitude is an important part of that. You are breaking free from limiting beliefs. In solitude, you're free from the opinions and judgments of others. This gives you the perfect environment to break free from limiting beliefs and old programming that might have held you back. You are being called to think bigger, to see beyond the constraints of society's expectations. As you spend time alone, you start to realize that you are capable of achieving greatness, of living a life that aligns with your true desires. You are breaking free from the smallness that has kept you confined and stepping into a life of limitless possibilities. You are learning patience and trust. Finally, your time alone is teaching you patience and trust. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You may not understand why you're in this season of solitude, but it's all happening for a reason. Trust that you are being guided, that everything is happening in divine timing, and in that trust you'll find peace. The right people, the right relationships, and the right circumstances will come into your life when the time is right. But for now, this space is for you to grow, heal, and become the person you are destined to be. As a chosen one, you may often feel as though the world is moving at a different pace than you. You see people around you forming connections, building relationships, and thriving in their social lives while you remain on the outskirts, unsure of why you're not participating in the same way. This can feel isolating, even painful at times. But you must understand that there is purpose in this solitude. It's not a punishment or a sign of being flawed. It's a preparation for something larger, something more profound. You're not disconnected from the world, you're simply being set apart for a higher purpose. In this time of solitude, it's easy to wonder what's wrong with you. Why doesn't it seem to work out with friendships? Why do relationships feel like they're out of reach? The truth is, it's not about being flawed, it's about being unique. As a chosen one, you are being guided to align with your highest truth. This requires stepping away from the ordinary, breaking free from societal norms, and walking a path that is yours and yours alone. Others may not understand this path, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. It simply means that you are following the call of your soul. You see, when you're a chosen one, your soul is constantly evolving, constantly being shaped by experiences that are meant to help you grow into your full potential. These experiences can be intense, sometimes difficult, and often solitary, but they are necessary for your growth. You may find that the people who once were in your life are no longer on the same wavelength as you, or that you're unable to form deep, lasting connections with others. This is a sign that your energy is shifting, that you're moving into a space where your vibration is no longer in alignment with those who can't meet you at the same level. It's not that you are better than them, it's simply that your energy is evolving, and those who are meant to be part of your journey will enter at the right time. During this time, you may also find that your desires and priorities shift. You might not be interested in the same things you once were. This is a natural part of the process. As your soul awakens, it calls you to something more meaningful. The distractions of the world fall away, and you are left to focus on what truly matters. You may begin to feel like you're no longer concerned with fitting into the mold that society has placed on you. You're discovering your own truth, and in doing so, letting go of the need for external validation. This is a powerful shift, and though it may feel uncomfortable at times, it is necessary for your soul's growth. And when you're chosen, you often feel a deeper connection to the world around you, even if you feel disconnected from people in a more personal sense. You might notice that you're more sensitive to the energy of others, more attuned to the natural world, and more aware of the subtleties of life. This heightened sensitivity is a gift. It allows you to perceive things that others cannot. However, it also means that you may need to protect your energy more carefully. When you are on a higher frequency, it's important to surround yourself with those who can uplift and support your energy, not drain it. This can be difficult when you feel isolated, but trust that the right people will appear when you are ready. So if you find yourself in a place of solitude, I want you to know that it's not a punishment, it's a blessing in disguise. You're being prepared for something bigger, something greater. Your aloneness is a part of the process of becoming the best version of yourself. Trust it, honor it, know that you are exactly where you need to be.